October saw crypto's biggest liquidation ever, yet analysts call it a small miracle. Bulls win. Bitcoin survives $21 billion historic liquidation event, with October in positive territory as analyst Scott Melker calls it small miracle, with BTC at $113,000 after $102,000 crash and 97% supply in profit. Crypto journalist Hassan. Crypto journalist Hassan. About author. Anas is a crypto-native journalist and SEO writer with over 5 years of writing experience covering blockchain, crypto, DeFi, and emerging tech. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated 6 hours ago. Bitcoin survived crypto's largest liquidation event in history with Uptober, still holding positive territory, prompting analyst Scott Melker to call it a small miracle. The $21 billion deleveraging event wiped out leveraged positions across the top 100 assets. Yet Bitcoin trades around $113,000 after briefly touching $102,000 during Friday's crash triggered by escalating U.S. China trade tensions. Melker wrote on Tuesday that despite expecting October to be deep in the red after the historic liquidation, the market's resilience changed his outlook. "I don't think we're entering a bear market," he stated, noting, "This isn't 2017, nor is it 2021. What happened last week was purely structural." The liquidation forced a repricing of risk as Bitcoin fell 7% and Ethereum dropped 12%. Gold's rally past $4,100 supports Melker's argument that investors aren't panicking, they're reallocating. On-chain data reveal that 97% of the circulating supply is in profit, with short-term holders accounting for 44% of realized capitalization, the highest level ever recorded. Bitcoin market enters speculative phase as new whales dominate. According to a CryptoQuant analyst, Bitcoin's net unrealized profit/loss, NUPL, currently stands at plus 0.52, a zone historically associated with the shift from optimism to euphoria. In previous cycles during 2017 and 2021, NUPL readings above 0.5 signaled most investors were in profit, driving speculative activity before corrections. According to the analyst, short-term holders now control 44% of Bitcoin's realized capitalization, while long-term holders realize profits, transferring dominance to new whales. This shift typically coincides with the final expansion phase of bull markets. However, ETF inflows, expanding stablecoin liquidity, and institutional participation are effectively absorbing sell pressure. According to CryptoQuant's October 14th report, the stablecoin market capitalization rose by $14.9 billion over 60 days, the fastest pace since January, providing capital capacity to support the recovery. Swin Finance analysts noted the key signal to watch next will be a decline in STH share, which would mark the start of a renewed accumulation phase, led by long-term investors. Bitcoin's bull score index dropped from 80 to 20 following the liquidation, while apparent demand shows a 30-day decline of 111,000 BTC, which is the steepest since April. Despite weakened fundamentals, whale accumulation remains strong, with one-year holdings change crossing above its moving average on October 8th. Infrastructure expansion supports bull case despite structural weakness. Melker emphasized that infrastructure development continues regardless of volatility. Public companies are adding BTC to balance sheets. Luxembourg just made Eurozone history. CME is prepping for 24/7 trading. States are preparing to buy Bitcoin. He quoted Howard Marks, "Valuations are high but not crazy. Expensive and going down tomorrow are not synonymous." This perspective acknowledges elevated prices while rejecting the assumption of inevitable correction. Bitcoin broke above $114,000 to $117,000, reaching $126,000 before the liquidation, driven by record ETF inflows of over $2.2 billion. The breakout flipped 190,000 BTC into support, providing structural depth. Notably, rising leverage preceded the crash. A Glassnode report earlier this month shows that futures open interest set new highs while funding rates exceeded 8% annualized. Options markets also showed crowded positioning with 25 delta skew narrowing from 18 volatility points to just 3, a 21-point swing in under a week. While Uptober has been both rosy and stormy, data from Timothy Peterson suggests that Bitcoin's most explosive Uptober moves generally happen in the second half of the month, indicating that historical precedent supports continued strength. October has constantly delivered gains in 10 of the past 12 years. Technical outlook. Wick fill expected before recovery attempt. Bitcoin currently trades at $112,600 after the flash crash to $102,000, with analysts expecting a wick fill toward $109,513, which is the 50% retracement level. Similarly, MVRV analysis from Ali Martinez also shows Bitcoin approximately 19.4% above the mean fair value band at $96,526, creating vulnerability to correction if the plus 0.5 sigma resistance at $119,018 cannot be reclaimed. The current positioning between the mean and plus 0.5 sigma suggests a greater downside risk toward fair value than upside potential. Bitcoin stabilized above the 135-day moving average, while the Young Supply MVRV reset toward 1.0, a level that often means the market is cooling from speculative extremes while maintaining its structure. Looking forward, Bitcoin faces a probable downside toward $109,500 wick fill target and potentially $105,000 to $107,000 if selling pressure intensifies. The critical test remains whether these levels provide recovery support or merely pause deeper correction toward the $96,500 MVRV fair value. Failure to reclaim $115,000 traders' realized price confirms weakened momentum, while breaking above $119,000 would validate the small miracle narrative and resume bullish structure toward year-end. Follow us on Google News. Trending news. Recommended popular crypto topics price predictions. XRP price prediction. SEC filings hint at imminent ETF launch. Is this XRP's moment to hit $1,000? WazirX wins court nod in Singapore for debt restructuring scheme. CEO says Fed Chair Jerome Powell's speech tomorrow could trigger a crypto market crash. Here's what to expect. Kostya Kudo. What we know about crypto traders' suicide. New ChatGPT predicts the price of XRP, Dogecoin, Pepe by the end of 2025. Price analysis. XRP price prediction. Ripple's Swell 2025 event could change everything. 3-week countdown begins now. 17 hours ago. By Alejandro Arich. Bitcoin news. Why is crypto down today? October 14, 2025. 1 day ago. By Seed Fatal Pazik. Altcoin news. Crypto whale opens new $163 million Bitcoin short after $192 million win. 2 days ago. By Amin Ayan. Best crypto to buy now in October 2025. Top crypto to invest in. October 1, 2025. By Alan Draper. New cryptocurrencies to invest in today. Top new crypto coins. 2 days ago. By Inesis Tavares. 14 best crypto presales to invest in 2025. Presale crypto list. 1 day ago. By Alan Draper. 15 new and upcoming Coinbase listings in October 2025. 5 days ago. By Elijah Rankovich. 13 new and upcoming Binance listings in 2025. 1 day ago. By Elijah Rankovich. The next crypto to explode in 2025. Our top picks. 1 day ago. By Elijah Rankovich. Bitcoin, BTC, price prediction 2025 to 2030. 9 hours ago. By Leon Waters. XRP, price prediction 2025, 2026 to 2030. August 29, 2025. By Eric Huffman. Ethereum price prediction 2025 to 2030. October 3, 2025. By Ben Beto.